Welcome to Module 2. Module 2, analyzing your grocery store. In this module, we'll analyze how your grocery store environment influences your buying habits and how to navigate it with intention. So, house rules, y'all, progress over perfection. We are building your path to health and happiness, okay? So, what works for one person may not work for you. The important thing is that we continue to discover. Don't give up on discovering what works for you. So, in this module, you'll learn how to read past the bullshit labels I've been talking about and avoiding misleading marketing, how to adjust your shopping habits for lasting change, and how to purchase food based on your individual lifestyle and needs. Okay? Because nobody knows your needs like you know your needs. And you don't need to be eating the same thing every day, I bet. So, the way you shop impacts your mental and physical health. Making intentional choices can literally transform your lifestyle. So, the reason why I'm saying I don't believe in bullshit labels is because most of us are not nutritionists. So, therefore, you will fall for anything. For example, there's this kombucha brand, Health Aid. Okay. They are considered a wellness product. However, the amount of sugar that is in most of the health aids that people love, like the lady, is it the apple, lady apple or something like that? Pink lady apple. There we go, has a gang of sugar. But there is one health aid product that has significantly less sugar in it, and that's the one that I purchased. And the only reason why I know that is because I use this app called Yucca. I'm gonna get into that a little bit more. But what I want you to do right now, please do this, especially if you are falling for things that say less fat, less sodium, less sugar, healthier option, like bullshit, 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 bullshit. If you go into Whole Foods or any type of wellness store or like Trader Joe's, which kind of makes us believe from marketing perspective, they are giving us healthier options. You will find once you scan these products that they're often not very good. So I really want you to pause this video and download the Yucca app. It's spelled YUKA. It's free because I do not want to see you in the grocery store without this tool. This tool, hear me out. Please turn this volume up. This tool is the condom that protects you from exposing yourself to cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, high cholesterol. And it's 100% free. So there's just really no reason y'all should not be downloading this app. So what I love about it is, like I said, most of us are not nutritionists. Most of us did not study anatomy. So we don't necessarily, or like mathematics, we don't want to do math. We don't want to have to look at the nutrition label and be like, deductive reasoning. Is this below this number? Da 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 da. Does it have enough fiber? Blah blah. Nutrition labels are not necessarily forthcoming with all the information that's inside of the product because they don't have to. FDA says if it's not of a certain amount, they don't even have to list it in the ingredients. Y'all, we don't even have a full ingredient list on these nutritional labels. So, what we really want ultimately is for someone to just tell us not this, but this. Okay. And that technology is called the Yucca app. It is a technology that deciphers product labels and analyzes the health impact of food and cosmetics. So maybe you're using Carmex. It'll tell you to use like Burt's Bees. Personally, I don't like how Burt's Bees feels on my lips, but Aquaphora is what I love for my lips. It turns out Aquaphora is what you should be using and not Vaseline. Throw that Vaseline out and go get you some Aquaphor. I learned that from Yucca. Okay, let's keep going. So remember when I said you can't trust the marketing in the food industry? For example, Honey Nut Cheerios. Growing up, I think we all would assume that Honey Nut Cheerios, this is a whole grain. You know, arguably I would say it tastes healthy. It's very, very sweet, but like it's not like Skittles sweet, but it's Skittles bad. So how is it that Honey Nut Cheerios is as bad as some Skittles? So, you got to pick and choose. Can you let go of these Honey Nut Cheerios? Or is this the thing that you want to be bad? Because I guarantee you probably thought it wasn't bad. Now, Let's get a little bit deeper on the Honey Nut Cheerios. So they're actually endorsed by the Diabetes Association and the Breast Cancer Association. And I wonder why. Why? Because they're causing those things. So we grew up with the marketing that Honey Nut Cheerios were this whole grain, great thing, great for the whole family. But it's got way too much sugar in it, y'all. And it barely even has any fiber in it. But I swear, when I eat this cereal in the past, I thought it tasted like health because it was not delicious like, a cinnamon toast crunch. But what I'm saying is, I don't want you to make any assumptions about what you think is healthy or is not healthy. I just want you to take the guessing out of it and scan it before you buy it. Scan it before you buy it. Scan it before you buy it. That is the mindfulness lifestyle choices that we want to be making if you're going to be shopping at grocery stores. So here's how it works. When you open the app, you're going to hit that middle button and it's automatically going to open up to its scanner form, and it's going to be attached to your camera. So you'll hold the thing, you'll have your phone, boom, it's going to pick it up automatically, trust me. And then literally in 1 second, it'll automatically tell you if this is the scale. It goes excellent, good, bad, poor. Now, I have decided my threshold for the lifestyle that I am living, I will not eat anything below good. And I remember this one time I was craving some pork rinds, y'all. But then when I saw the rating, I had to put it back. But the good news is Yucca was like, girl, it's okay. If you want this is the healthier option for that. And so it's not an app that's just restricting. It's an app that is expansive, and it just opens your mind up to more products that can give you that same taste or feel without harming your body. So again, we're not about perfectionism, it's just about the progress. So how do we make more informed choices in our lifestyle? One, we're going to download that app. We're not going to go to the grocery store without our cell phone so that we can scan before we buy. Two, we're going to scan before we buy. And three, we're going to adjust what we are buying based on the recommendations that the app has provided, based on, and then you're going to pick which one you want to buy based on what you've decided is your threshold. And I would love for you to share this with a friend. So many people don't know about this free app, and it is literally a game changer. And it demystifies so much of what we think we know because of the marketing that we've been conditioned to believe in. So, when you're thinking about incorporating your tolerance threshold, I started with good, which is to the right. It's the second one. So, the score is between 50 points and 75 points. And I learned that I loved a lot of things in the poor and bad category, like literally all of my go-tos. Like I love jalapeno kettle chips and love butter popcorn. I love caramel popcorn, y'all. So all of these things are just bad, poor. But then I learned what other products I could be buying to satisfy that need. Oof, my addiction to gummies and sour snacks was replaced with a brand called Better Sours. I'm obsessed with them. Anytime I see them, I grab them. I think I was on like a Delta flight and they started serving them. And so when I see certain brands adjusting what products they're serving and it's in alignment with my threshold, like what I'm supposed to be eating to support my needs and my lifestyle, it makes me so happy because I'm like, oh my God, somebody cares about not poisoning me. Not poisoning, but disrupting my mental health. Okay. So, moral of the story is I didn't stop eating candy. I simply just stopped buying the candy that was harming my body. And that's what I'm asking you to decide what's going to be your threshold of tolerance. Are you aiming for the stars for excellent? Are you aiming for good? Are you aiming for, I know you're not aiming for poor, but I think what you want to decide is what percentage of poor things am I willing to have on my grocery list? What percentage of bad am I willing to knowingly have? And then work your way, honey. Because the outcome of this lifestyle change of taking your phone out at the grocery store to scan the barcodes and understanding their rating will give you your power back as a consumer. Most of us are so ignorant to what we are putting in our bodies and we're addicted to it. The outcome of that is that in me making choices to scan, to look, to verify information, not only is my life significantly richer and more flavorful, and I would say healthier, but I would say everything that I purchase is with the mindset of supporting my body with what it needs for the day. So, for example, if I have to see people and I have to be social, I don't want to process foods. I ain't gonna get no energy from that. I'm gonna be socially and malnourished and irritable and have an attitude. So, what I can also say about this journey is that in understanding the power of food choices in the mind and the body, I have a lot more tolerance for people who are nasty because I'm like, oh, they're probably malnourished and they probably don't have the education to know what they can do so that they can be happier and healthier. And I would say that there is an investment that will be made in this journey, right? Because just because Yucca said you should buy this thing doesn't mean you're gonna love it. And so in you doing that, though, imagine before you were buying other things with the mindset of, oh, it's healthier. And we were getting bamboozled, y'all. We were paying a little bit more. But what this is gonna do is because I found I'm spending a little bit less because so many products just aren't great for us. So now I have my go-to products. I've been doing this for about 8 years now, but Yucca hasn't been around that long. I went from adjusting my diet. I've tried the vegan. My body wasn't for it. I needed more protein. But I have my go-to food products and I have my go-to cosmetics. And yes, if anyone is feeling the urge to pause here and start scanning what's in the fridge and the pantry and toss anything that's below your desired threshold and create a new grocery list based on the recommendations from Yoga. I highly, highly, highly recommend applying this if you feel motivated in this moment to go do that, just so you can also demystify your brain, decolonize your brain from thinking something's healthy just because it's labeled healthy. Okay. As we end this module, remember we want progress over perfection. So I'm not saying go toss everything out. I'm just saying discover and learn what works for you. And I am happy to work with you to guide you towards the resources and the products that will support an abundant lifestyle. So feel free to book a one on one consultation. Next up, we have module 3, which is developing your food strategy. Because with awareness comes responsibility and power. So much power. Now let's build your food strategy.